Paula Deen. She's being sued for discrimination, and during the deposition, it was revealed that she uses the N-word often when she's joking around. And she also said that she wanted to have a Southern-style plantation wedding where black people would be dressed as slaves.
Awesome. Who wouldn't want to go to that wedding? I mean, other than black people.
And she seemed very nonchalant and unapologetic.
She used the word "of course."
She used the word "of course" when she was asked by the lawyer.
Of course.
Of course. Fast forward to today, where she has released a video with a little change in tune. Let's take a look.
I want to apologize to everybody for the wrong that I've done. I want to learn and grow from this. Inappropriate, hurtful language is totally unacceptable. I've made plenty of mistakes along the way, but I beg you, my children, my team, my fans, my partners, I beg for your forgiveness. Please forgive me for the mistakes that I've made.
All right, authentic.
I didn't realize that Tan Mom had used the N-word.
A lot of people have been making that point. She's getting more and more tanned as she ages.
Possible not to make. So here's what's wrong with that statement. That statement didn't include the typical nonsensical apology qualifiers. I'm sorry if I've hurt someone. Or did it? Because it had 3 edits in it. So Slate, in their story on it, very sagely or wisely pointed out that it seemed like a hostage video. You know, like it's got these crazy edits. You couldn't get her to talk for 45 straight seconds where she just apologizes for it, and you don't have to make 3 edits? 3 different edits? What did she say in those edits?
Should we speculate?
I would totally like to speculate. I want to fill in the gaps on the.
I'm so sorry for actually telling people what they really are. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah, exactly. How was I to know that all of those N-words would object so vehemently to what I said? They love butter too. You know, I mean, why do you have to have an edit? You can't to shoot it again.
Right.
Paula, no, that went a little long, take that out. But no, they just do those white flashes. It instantly takes away the credibility of the statement. Instantly. I have no idea. It's a terrible apology. Terrible apology.
I agree. And the reason why I'm not buying the apology is because it's such a stark contrast to the deposition. You read the deposition and you get the sense that she's so nonchalant about her usage of that type of language, especially around her employees. And to change her mind so quickly, I mean, I didn't get the sense that she learned a big lesson. I got the sense that she realized that she has a lot to lose because of the fact that she is the way she is. So she has to kind of pretend like she's sorry so she doesn't have to worry about the Food Network firing her, and she doesn't have to worry about destroying her own, media empire that she, built around butter. So I don't know. I'm not really buying it. I could be wrong. Maybe she is genuine in her apology, but that's not the sense that I got.
I don't know, and I think the edits have a lot to do with that, even if people don't realize that's why they don't trust the apology. You see the edits and you know that something is freaking weird about it. Her statement, her handlers, which issued the statement yesterday, and again, it wasn't, we say her handlers, and sometimes we're speculating that handlers wrote it. This was literally from her team, not from her. During a deposition where she swore to tell the truth, Ms. Deen recounted having used a racial epithet in the past, speaking largely about a time in American history which was quite different than today. Paula was born 60 years ago. I got it. When America's schools, so she was born in 1953, when America's schools were segregated. The Supreme Court desegregated the schools in 1954.
Right.
So the next year, now not all Southern schools segregated right away, and she may well have stayed at segregated schools for some year. But by 1964, when she was 11, Martin Luther King had already marched on Washington, and we passed the Voting Rights Act in 64, and the Civil Rights Act in 64, and the Voting Rights Act in 65, and Martin Luther King was assassinated when she was 15 years old. Yeah, okay, it was a different time, but then it became a different time right then when she was 15, and if she didn't know then that the era of talking that way and thinking that way was dead, well, then she didn't evolve at all, and now we're being asked to expect that she's suddenly going to evolve at 60.